I'm 37.
What?
I'm 37, I'm not old.
Hello, viewing several. Here we are again. So yeah, on this channel I've been, predominantly focused on female solo artists, and mostly within the, pop sphere. Don't know how else to put it. Yes, female artists who make popular music, which can be in different subgenres of, electronic, country, even pop rock, whatever. But it's within that sort of mostly white, pop, mainstream guys. One area that I haven't done enough work on, and what I want to correct really, is looking at rap, hip-hop, R&B, because as a genre, it's something that I've always had moments where I've discovered a new artist, and I've realised that it's a genre that I haven't paid enough attention to and haven't appreciated enough. Off the top of my head, the artists that I've listened to the most and have gotten a lot out of are, Loyal Kana, Dave, K Tempest. I saw them live a few years ago. They were phenomenal. And I mean, on the American side, obviously, Eminem, major influence on me when I was a teenager, during that first big explosion of popularity for him. But just overall as a genre, it's one of those things that I've not paid a lot of attention to, I don't have a lot of knowledge of. So I looked around to see recent albums that have come out, wanted to focus on female artists again, just because I've definitely heard enough sort of, male voices in this sort of genre. I think the only other artist I can think of that I at least heard a bit of when I was younger, or heard a lot secondhand, when my sister had the Fugees, The Score, and The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Played that a lot when she was a teenager and I was younger. Anyway, I came across this artist in my travels, but they're just somebody who I saw through this particular album or mixtape, not sure how it's defined, created a lot of buzz, just an artist that, gained a lot of recognition and, critical and commercial success. No knowledge or understanding of exactly what kind of music it is, beyond that it's within that sort of sphere of presumably hip-hop and R&B. Going into it completely blind, not sure what to expect. Very excited to get into a new artist and into a genre that I haven't, like I say, spent enough time with. So this is going to be the, obviously, cut, trimmed down, more digestible, getting past copyright strikes, etc. version for YouTube. There will be a complete, full uncut album reaction available on my Patreon, so if that is of any interest to you, please do consider signing up to it. But yeah, without much further ado, let's go to it. Doechii with Alligator Bites Never Heal.
Let's start the story backwards. I'm dead, she's dead, just another Black Lives Mattered. And if I die today, I die a bastard. TikTok rapper, part-time YouTube actor. Pop my shit in a muscle relaxer. Intergalactor, worldwide capper. I dirty shoes and put them back in the box. Like voila, the Looney Tunes back in stock. I'm just shooting the shit over some pretty production, and it's still not enough for something. Needs more something. Who's that creeping through my rear view? 30-something. I'm not nervous, I'm just concerned for us. What if I die of Taurus? What if I die on purpose? What if it wasn't even worth it? What if I'm walking alone? What if I choke on a Slurpee? What if I make it big? What if my car exploded while I'm casually pumping the gas and smoking a cig? What if my life was loaded? Loaded pile of shit. Whole lot of pussy and a whole lot of dick. Whole lot of bills and a whole lot of kids.
Ooh, that switch up, that whole picking up the pace, and even the delivery becomes a bit more urgent and a bit more frantic. Yeah, alright, I'm intrigued. I love that we had that switch up towards the end, because we had that, like I say, really, really understated, quiet, that sort of synthy thing in the background, and a very minimal beat, just letting her lines, her voice and the delivery carry it. And then that little, where the beat just started to pick up and it felt more frantic, it felt panicked almost. It was because she was listing off anxieties and lifting off, just shit that could go wrong or go right, but just stuff that could happen, and it felt more urgent and more panicky towards the end, and that was a fun switch up that I wasn't expecting. I thought it was going to stay quite mellow and quite soft. Yeah, vocally as well, like I say, really like the way that it picked up there as well, because you still had that thing where it feels like she's right there up against the mic, and you can hear her mouth forming each word and each syllable, and it's crisp, and it's it's nice. It's a lovely sound. Like I say, it maybe is a bad comparison, but I just thought of like ASMR. It tickles my brain a bit. Yeah, great. Let's move on. Presuming this isn't about Jebediah. Good reference.
Titty sitting up high, miss nigga tough guy, sipping on a Mai Tai, money on the uprise, left, right, uppercut, punchlines make them duck, right hooks, uppercut,
nice.
platinum hits, fuck is up, like a cable we jump holes, if a bitch feeling froggy, tell her hop out, bitch, like a cable we jump holes, Twitter fingers get your whole life logged out, bitch, I'm so expensive, so addictive, you get no attention, bitches ain't fucking with me, I make pensions, niggas penny pinching.
Ooh, love the lyrics, particularly in the opening verse there. Like I say, they're just left, right, uppercut, punchlines, make 'em duck, right hooks up the cut, platinum hits, fuckers up. Just, oof, I love it. I love these lyrics. They're really, really, they're aggressive and they're snarky and they're intense, but it's playful too. So you want to take a ride on my ego trip? Slow down when you ride in this ego stick, you dig? Just,
Like a cable we jump holes, Twitter fingers get your whole life logged out, bitch.
Even the pronouncing the word bitch is just like, yes. I'm very on board for this. Even they're very short, really, really short, almost samples of songs in a way because of how short they feel compared to some of the longer ones that I have listened to, with, for example, by Taylor Swift, you get 4 or 5 minute songs on average. I'm really intrigued. Like I say, I really love her delivery. I can't emphasize enough how much I'm enjoying having her like in my ear, whispering and sort of snarling and snipping and just creating that lovely sound that genuinely is just making my brain vibrate at this point. It's really satisfying. I can listen to her recite anything with that intonation and with that sort of cadence, and it would just be delightful. Middle-aged white man over here like saying, this hip-hop is delightful.
You want some boiled peanuts? The fuck is a boiled peanut?
It's a fair question. Again, loving the production.
It's a sunny day. The gang's all here. No chip on my shoulder. It's a sunny day.
Okay, very different to what we had before. Ooh, that's fun. Here.
Easy, breezy, beautiful, erratic, scatter-minded, manic, borderline addict. I try to take the sober route and end up on a dead end. Now everything I joke about just ends up on a Reddit. Gator
nice.
skin coat, Florida heat, no joke. Feel like the Tiger King, these bitches will mojo me. Label always up my ass like ain't no beats. Why can't all these label niggas just let me be? Let me
Why not? Yeah. Fucking right, let you be. When you're producing stuff that's this intriguing and fun, and just again the switch up in the vocal style is good to hear. Even with that, I don't even to call it a chorus, but just that it's a sunny day, the gang's all here, no chip on my shoulder, ha ha ha. And again, lyrically, I really just enjoy listening to it. I love listening to the intonation and the rhyming schemes and the way that, obviously I'm sort of reading along with the lyrics as well, but if I wasn't, it would still be just fun to hear what ostensibly is the punchline, what's the little payoff after each couplet. Yeah. And what the fuck is a boiled peanut?
breathe. Niggas want me R.I.P. I've been resting with my peace and that's the irony. Sunny day. The gang's all here.
Guess we could call this a refrain or a chorus, yeah. Probably the only part I could sing along to.
The gang's all here. No chip on my shoulder.
Yes. Again, the production and the beat choices. Ooh, a little fade out. Really nice. Because it is, like I say, all the production choices are very minimalist. Like, they are very... they're not, like, overpowering and overshadowing what's happening... What is happening lyrically and with her delivery. All the production choices are ones that just, they feel very cool as well. I don't know how else to put it, but they just feel very cool, almost retro, or because it just feels like you've got a very simple beat and like a like, I think there was a like piano incorporated there, but it feels really like it's in the background and it is playing the supporting act rather than like taking the lead and dictating what happens. You feel like I mean, you could put almost any sample or sound underneath it with her, you know, delivery and her flow, and it would sound great. But the choices they're making in terms of just the like, just really, really simple beats, really nice little touches like that we had there with the piano. It's a great package overall.
Hey, I thought it was all over.
What's up, Doechii?
Hey, girl.
You know, it's been a little minute since you and I have had a chat.
Has it really?
Probably since, like, your last EP, All the Places You'll Go.
Oh, wow. It's been a minute. Yeah.
I've been getting some calls.
Oh.
People are a little bit worried about you.
Not worried.
And I know that I was kind of that outlet for you, so...
You were.
Why don't you just tell me what's been going on?
Remember old dude from 2019? Nice, clean nigga did me dirtier than laundry.
Ooh.
Took a scroll through his IG just to get a DM from his wifey. I moved on, dropped a couple of songs, and then I went and got signed. Now it's 2021.
Okay, I just feel like this is the perfect opportunity for us to just take a second and kind of unpack what's happened to you. You know, this guy cheated on you and...
Nah, fuck it. Platinum record this,
Ooh,
Bible
yes.
record that. I'm making so much money, I'm all over the net. I'm moving so fast, no time to process. And no, I'm not in a gang, but I'm always on set.
Oh, God, these lyrics are good.
Label want the TikToks, now I'm making TikTok music. What the fuck? I need a cleanse, need a detox, but we ain't got time to stop. The charts need us.
Oh, yeah, I love this device of having somebody there who's like trying to have a chat, maybe have a sincere heart-to-heart, or, you know, say, hey, you know, let's talk about things, let's iron things out, let's find out what's going on. He's like, nah, fuck it, let's just talk about how I'm popping off, how I'm succeeding, how, you know, things are really working out for me now. But even there in the opening verse, just that, oh, yeah, great storytelling, really fun. And then into this second verse, what was that really great line that I loved? I'm moving so fast, no time to process, and now I'm not in a gang, but I'm always on set. Wristwatch, drip drop, label want the TikToks, now I'm making TikTok music, what the fuck? I need a cleanse, I need a detox, but we ain't got time to stop, the charts need us. Love that.
My grass is really green, and honestly, I can't even fucking cap no more. This is a really dark time for me. Going through
Yes, go
By
on.
a lot, you mean drugs.
I wouldn't.
Drugs?
No, it's
No?
a natural plant.
No, I'm not judging.
I'm not an addict.
I'm just saying.
I don't
You
think.
want to talk about it?
I mean, fuck. I like pills. I like drugs. I like getting money. I like strippers. I like to fuck. I like day drinking and day parties in Hollywood. I like doing Hollywood shit. Snorted Bollywood. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Don't wanna have to turn a nigga guts into soup beans.
Whoa. Okay, Doechii. We don't want to revert back into our old ways, so we're going to try a breathing exercise, okay?
Alright, word.
When I breathe, you
Love
breathe,
this device.
all right? Let's go.
Oh, yes. Oh, not a woosa. Alright, bad boys. Yeah. Oh god, that track was great. I love that. I love the storytelling. I love the device of like having that conversation with somebody who's trying to be, sounds like they're being borderline condescending, but they're also genuinely trying to be, I don't know, helpful and help her talk through some shit. And she starts off being like, fuck it, I'm doing good. I got the platinum record this, viral record that, you know, everything's good. And then even addressing like maybe she's got some substance abuse issues. She's been saying, no, I don't have substance abuse issues. I like taking pills. I like doing that. I love strippers and fucking. I love it. Yeah. Self-worth is at an all-time low, but fuck it, it's all good. And, you know, that denial, I guess, that's been referenced in the title is that thing of, I am definitely enjoying myself and I'm dealing with things by avoidance and by diving into the work and diving into parties and living it up and having a great time, but there's still some shit there that could do with being worked out. And then by the end, almost sarcastically, you know, saying that, oh yeah, no, we'll talk it out. Oh yeah, let's do some breathing exercises. Oh, and a woosah at the end. That was great fun. That's fantastic. I'm really, that's a playlist song for me now.
Tell a bitch who ride. Step up in this bitch, I look too fly. Cop the Dior shit on Ventura. Took a midnight swim in my Judah. Hating bitches blocked my medulla.
Loving that delivery of ooh ah at the end of every line. Great fun. Love that. But then saying, cop the Dior shit on Ventura. Then, took a midnight swim in my jeweler. Hating bitches clog my medulla. That's a great line. Showed the bitch my pen, then I schooled her.
Body so attractive, y'all be giving catfish. Log 'em off the web and every gangster's giving actress. Gangsters giving actress and all these fake activists. Leave me baffled, bewildered, relax a bit. Let me relax a bit, I think I need to cool it off. I put some pep up in my step and then I do it up. I try my
Switch up here to go the gravel and the growl there. Ooh. Oh, yes, okay. Ooh la. Flip like B-sides. I'm the hardest rapper. This your motherfucking training day. Yes. This might be playlist too, actually. Ooh. Yes. So fun. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just... There'll be moments where the lyrics are quite... not just through the delivery, but where she's not pulling her punches, but it's so fun, it's so enjoyable, just the way that she delivers it when she switches up to that sort of more gravelly growl snarling element, and you feel the vitriol and then going right back to the, you know, tell a bitch hoorah, just like that scheme of ending everything with a ooh-ah sound. It's just infectious. It's really, like I say, that's what that one's definitely going to be one that I think I have to put on a playlist. It's just so catchy and involving and engaging. This is just a genre that I need to pay more attention to, and I need to listen to more. See, complete switch up. Definite change in sort of tone and pace with this one. Not in a bad way though. Just saying that it's that, again, shorter still than even previous tracks, but completely from each individual section you get a completely different delivery, style, effect. So if that almost wrong-footed me, like I say, feeling like, is there somebody else on this track that hasn't been credited, or is she really just varied it that much? But which is interesting, keeps me on my toes. Ooh, it's very different. What's this where it's like... Ooh. actually really vocalizing there. Lovely tone there, really just unexpected, because up until now it's been very much, it's speaking, it's rapping, it's the cadence and the intonation has been very much in that sort of hip hop vein, and now we're vocalizing more, and we're just creating a sound that up until this point I hadn't really heard. Even this section, that like sort of more nasal quality to it, and then changes up again when you get to the verses. Like that we went back to the sort of the rap flow and that lovely sound that she produces, and then right back into this. Let it go straight into Bloom.
Trying to remember, like, okay, you have to chase your goals, but you gotta check in with your mom, and you gotta make sure your sisters are okay, you gotta make sure your bills are paid, but you gotta make sure you have fun and time for you, time for your friends, and like I just constantly feel like I'm neglecting parts of my life.
There's past, present, and future.
That's really interesting. Right, sorry, just before we get into the latter half, I love that opening, because that feels like a sincere conversation where somebody expresses a genuine concern for, are they doing everything they should be, and the pressure of I need to do X, I need to do Y, not even X and Y, sorry, got to check in with my mum, I've got to make sure the sisters are okay, I've got to make sure the bills are paid, etc. And then the advice of, within the context, and saying about how the world was created by God in 24 hours, so you just can't do it all in one moment. Like, take your time, respect that you only have so much time, don't let that be the thing that gives you anxiety and makes you feel like you're not achieving anything. Just do what you can do and then go to bed. That's just really solid, parental advice. It sounded like it might have been, I don't know if it was from a parental figure, but it had that sort of feel to it. And now into this soft little section. I'm wondering what the whether we'll have more speaking, or whether we'll hear some vocalizing or what. Okay, yes. Lovely. Loving the piano, love the and the actual vocalizing, the effect on it. It's very sweet, very, very soft and ethereal.
I just want to chase my dreams. I just want to be like, oh my god, fuck everything, fuck it. I'm moving to California. I'm following my dreams. Oh god, I'm a performer. I'm an entertainer. I'm a star. But I can't, because bitch, you have to have rent. You have to have a place to live. You have to have money. You have to maintain things, and that's just the way of life.
Love that. Really interesting. Opening a book, ending it with, like, again, I assume is not even assume, I think it is a genuine, frank opening up about the kinds of fears and anxieties that can plague you, particularly when you're following creative arts like this, where you've got to, you want to go and, like she says, fuck it, go be a star. I'm a performer, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. But reality, bills and other commitments and whatever, just sort of forcing you to reckon with that and not being able to pursue it. That was really interesting to have that spoken word at the beginning and at the end, and have that really lovely little moment in the middle there where it's almost in opposition to those parts about anxiety and those parts about feeling pressure and feeling overwhelmed, to being like, I found a place to grow, I feel wonderful, found a place to bloom. And maybe that's a reference, I don't know if that's ironic or whether it's a genuine expression of, I found a way to grow and to bloom in spite of all of the anxieties and all the bullshit that can surround you when you're trying to create and you're trying to exist in this space.
No need to bring fall back in August, September. You should just fall back in. Wait. Who wants to
loving the tone of her vocals here.
What do you think would happen? You wait on it like a laxative. Life is just like a settlement, waiting for you to cash on it. Life is just like a bike, it don't move unless you pedal. And less about who is better and more about who blessing them. But I've been dreaming of fishing since I've been watching the Grammys. And I'm here to stay like the shit in your panties. I need some standing ovation since y'all can't seem to understand me. I might look fire in the Matrix, I hope I'm sticking my landing. No need to bring.
Oh, before we go back to that lovely chorus. Oh, love that verse. Love the chorus that I think we're going back to now. Just the tone of her vocal and the overall vibe of it is lovely. And I like the play on words of no need to fall back in August, September. Fall being what? All y'all call autumn. You should just fall back and wait. And oh god, I just love the rhythm and the intonation. You know, my granny been popping zanny since CBS met the nanny. My mammy daddy, she chipper than Annie. I'm not talking the family. I can't mimic it very well, but just that da 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 da. The rhythm of it is really infectious, and hearing every intonation of the vowels, etc. It's lovely. It really tickles my brain when that happens. And again, like in there are moments that are quite serious or quite intense, and there's really funny moments as well. Seeing that I'm here to stay like the shit in your panties. It's just ew, but also that's funny. Ooh, that's nice. Lovely message, literally, wait. Take your time, enjoy life.
Hope I'm keeping it real. Hope that people feel safe when they enter my crib. Still a baby by day, bad bitch by night. Still applying my gloss from red to green light. Who you checking if I'm disrespecting you with my tone?
Love that. The da 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 da. Ooh. Just, I love it. So satisfying. When you can just fall back and wait. So it's lovely. Love the message and the whole vibe. Just really love this one. Da 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 da. Oh, yes. Really nice. Yep. Really satisfying. Love that. Love that. Love the chorus. Beautiful tone. That's going to stay in my head. And again, the delivery and the lyrics and the whole, just the flow that you got in the verse, really satisfying.
Speed the freeway when I need a breeze, wine in Chinese when I feel uneasy.
Good choice.
Fall to my knees, take a line, I needed a boost. Stumble inside of the booth, mumbling none of the truth. As sweat drips down my tits, I contemplate how did it ever get like this.
I love it when the lyrics. It's great when they're being playful and they're like, there's great little double entendres and just fun little metaphors and genuinely funny stuff. But when there's moments of like vulnerability and it's quite descriptive. I mean, even something as, who else, I've never heard anybody else like write a line like, as sweat drips down my tits, I contemplate how to ever get like this. Like, you never hear anybody describe, you could hear sweat on the brow, I don't know, sweat dripping from the tip of your nose even, but saying literally sweat dripping from my tits, and wonder what all them labels seeing, bitch this black, like, talking about real anxieties and fears and insecurities, but in a way that just feels so, I mean, it's catchy and it's infectious with the flow and the beat, but she's speaking to genuine, really deep-seated stuff of like not truly believing in herself and wondering if this is all, does she deserve it? Is it working? Is it going to stay like this forever? Just, I assume the kind of anxieties I imagine a lot of people have when they have this kind of success and they have this kind of attention, that you do wonder. Like even here, it says in this little bridge of I wonder. Like, is this, how long is this going to last? Do I deserve it to begin with? Yeah, there's moments of vulnerability. They keep cropping up here and there in between the more fun and playful and satirical and what have you moments.
If repetition is the master's practice, then I'm a mathematician when it comes to fashion.
God, these lyrics are good.
Trash key tour. Your fate is a detour. I'm not none of these whores.
Again, that with the beat as well, yes, every element of this is really satisfying.
Lost friends, shed just like loose skin. I lost friends and lost kin. Closer than him, these loose ends. I'd rather choose me over them. These loose ends over him when I'm bleeding and I'm fading out. You know I gotta up that stock. I gotta up my profit when I'm outside. Keep my composure when I'm outside. Sober, gotta up my profit.
Ooh, that's interesting. Very interesting choice there. To the way that it's starting to fade away as she's closing out, and then it just sort of almost comes to like a sort of abrupt and stark end, almost like it was a machine that was winding down, like she just ran out of steam and she was done. Yeah, another really great track with some really interesting messaging, and love the delivery as always, all the intonation and the flow. I really love her style and the way she delivers lines, and it's just reiterating how much I really need to just listen to more hip-hop. I need to listen to more stuff by a variety of artists. I mean, the pace at which we're moving through, I mean, just how these are really short songs, you know, but they have so much packed into them. You know, within that 2 minutes, or you know, even shorter in some cases, there's a lot there to really enjoy. And it would be great if it was just a little bit longer and you had a bit extra, but you don't feel like you've lost out on anything. Like, it's still great. There's still a lot packed in to these brief moments, which is rare, really. I mean, it just the amount of stuff I've listened to recently where it's 4.5 to 5 minutes sometimes, and you don't begrudge it being that long, but sometimes you really could fit a lot, and you could pack a lot into a shorter time span, and you're not being cheated out of anything. It's still a satisfying experience.
Dirt under my fingernails, blood on my top hat. Nigga talking tough, I had to peel the nigga top back. Flowing on the beat, my engine nigga on mute to talk back. Black bitches always bending backwards on the soft mat. Doing acrobatics, falling face first, ass down. I rep my city despite the fact that they hated me. I'm breaking bread with bird bitches like catering. I'm making peace with the fact that I'm going poppin' shit. I'm making poppin' shit, but I'm still poppin' shit. My label hate the direction I'm going, they knock my shit. Stick to the plan and ignore them, I can't acknowledge it.
Nor should you, Jesus.
Critics, they don't make statues of fans. I'm not no politician, I can't be shaking them hands.
Answer the phone, please.
Hello?
You in the school still?
We recording right now.
No, man, I'm just really proud of you, though. That's I just want to tell you that I'm proud of you. I love you. Like, talk your shit, go crazy. You know what I mean? Go be the icon that you are. That's all.
That was fun. Who was that calling? Probably could look it up. Yeah, and again, another great track where you just get to enjoy listening to her. I just enjoy listening to her voice at this point, whether she's vocalizing, whether she's just in her rap flow, whatever it is. I'm really enjoying her company. I really like hearing her speak, hearing her sing, hearing her deliver these lines.
Boom bap, rap rap, rappity rap rap, rappity rap, boom bap 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 bap. They said they can't, but they said they want me to rap. They want real rap from a bitch, like they out rapping a bitch. Yeah, she could clap a little bit. Do that, they ain't saying shit. That ass a magnet, I get it. You know, attractive and shit. Top 100, what it is. Numero uno, what it is. Favorite song, what it is. Turn me on, what it is. Even the moms know what it is, but y'all niggas can't see what it is. What the fuck is it? What it is, what the fuck is it? Boom bap cap, boom bap rap. It's everything. I'm everything.
What the fuck is going on here? I mean, I think I know what's going on, but this is crazy.
I gave my soul to this shit. 8 lumps of coal for this shit. Went on the road for this shit. Played humble for this shit. Mugs be but gold for this shit.
Oh. almost mocking and like not a tantrum, but just a thing of like, yeah, all right, fuck you, whatever. Yeah, here I go, boom bap, blah 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 blah. Is this what you wanted? And then the closing verse being, you know, I gave my soul for this shit, 8 lumps of coal for this shit, went on the road for this shit, played humble for this shit. You know, like the moments when artists are criticized or controlled or trying to avoid being influenced by people saying you should be doing this or you should be doing that. We think that this would play better. We think this sounds better. Where she's like, I've invested my energy, my time, my talent into this. I should be the one that determines what this actually should be. Like, this is my art. This is me doing what I do. It definitely works by all accounts. You know, she has had success and she has had acknowledgement for it. So fucking back off, leave it be.
They suck, that's tough, nigga, pay up, get your rates up for the motherfucking princess.
But bullshit me, she freaky, kinda Alligator Llama, Doechii. Cooler than a fan, but she get hotter than a sauna. Take a trip out to Japan and I tsunami her vagina. Wine and donna, Benny Hanna, I'm the new hip-hop Madonna. I'm like Carrie Bradshaw with a back brace on. I've been carrying you bitches now for way too long. I'm
Shit.
a black bitch, purple cunt, stack chips.
Fuck yes.
Blunt. All beef gets smoked. I'm a real fly bitch, you ain't coach ho. I'm a real bite bitch, every coast ho. She was talking on the net, she wanna approach though. You look a mess ho, broke dick got you looking real stressed ho. These broke niggas ain't cunt or fetch ho. Stay up, stay woke, stay blessed ho. You need a
Wake up, 8 cup, get your tits up in my makeup, face fuck, get your bake up, fake.
I just wanted to stop it for just a second. I'm sorry, because we go back to the opening. Back to the opening with the wake up, A cup, get your tits sucked. Just the venom and the vitriol and the delivery and the whole just calling people out and being very fucking disrespectful, but in a way that's so, oh god, it's so. I love listening to that. I love listening to that verse. For Bushimi, she freaky cunnilingus Dalai Lama. Doechii cooler than a fan, but she get hotter than a sauna. Take a trip out of Japan and I tsunami her vagina. Wine and diner. Benihana, I'm the new hip hop Madonna. Just fuck yes. Oh.
Rates up, jigs up, put your dicks up, get your dicks up, put your motherfucking sticks up. They suck, that's tough, nigga, pay up, get your rates up for the motherfucking.
Put the motherfucking money in my motherfucking hands. I'm in Gucci in a bonnet spinning motherfucking bands. I got haters, I got fans, I got stands in the stands. Do they love her or they hate her? Either way they spinning bands. I could really give a damn, I could really give a fuck. Long as you bitches know what's up. It's Doechii, bitch, Miss D-O-E, Don Dada, bitch, you notice me.
They suck, that's tough, nigga, pay up, get your rates up for the motherfucking princess.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I almost felt wrong to be bopping as much as I did to that, because it just feels, I don't know, it feels weird just being who I am, vibing so hard to this kind of song. I don't know why, it just feels weird. I bet that it probably does, frankly it probably looks weird, but that was just, fuck yes girl, yes. I see a featured artist here. What a name. I'm intrigued already. And GTFO, okay, yes, let's hear it.
Get the fuck out my
Ludicrous, right? Was that it? Was that the track that he did Move Bitch Get Out of the Way? My mind immediately went there, but yeah, I think it probably has a different meaning or a different slant here, but regardless, yes ma'am, 100%.
Move, bitch, get out the way. If you plan on heavy stepping, girl, you better side shade. Peter Piper, pimpin' poker, call me Mrs. Parlay. And I'm carrying these bitches like my period. Like, why you say I do that shit when I didn't do that shit? Pull up looking like a lick, then I sped off in a Benz. Victoria's Secret, she in lingerie and shit. 2 feet kicking shit, we only just doing shit.
Fucking hell, even this, again, so short, so like snappy and to the point, but the lyrics here, the fucking lyrics, you know, saying to move bitch, get out of the way, then if you plan on heavy stepping, girl, you better chasse. Peter Piper, pimpin' poker, call me Mrs. Parlay, and then I'm carrying these bitches like my period late. Fucking, oh god, these lyrics at times, just, I love it. It's so satisfying.
Higher than a drone, pussy holding me
Fuck these lyrics. I'd be on these bitches' minds in their heads like a comb, just. Yes. Message received and fucking understood. Move and get the fuck out of her way. Again, not mentioned it in a while, but the production, love it. That bling bling, nice. Yes, love that. Lyrically, the whole tone and vibe of it was just another beautiful, tiny little sample of just fuck you, you know, dominating, inhabiting the space and just being a fucking boss, and yeah, get the fuck out of her way. Ooh. Just having a refrain or a chorus that's just huh.
Nigga, let's face it, niggas too basic, niggas complacent, face it, nigga front page and shape shit, niggas turn page, they changing.
Just a huh, huh. That's all she needs.
He want my bag, can't let him have it, he want my bag, running is fast, they're having a habit,
Those kind of tracks are ones where I definitely enjoy them. I like the flow and the beat and the general vibe of it. But like I say, there's that bit of me that just when people are really bragging and really sort of, and the bragging is more based on how much money they've got and the 500k on the wrist, and you know, just being on top financially and whatever else. You know, that kind of stuff can sometimes leave me a bit cold. Nevertheless, I'm loving this overall anyway. So not a playlist song, but still fun.
Bring the top down. When I hit him, it's a knockout. It's a knockout. Bring it low. You waited, I hit it for.
Fuck, yeah, very no, not a different vibe actually, that's not true, but this one, just the way that the effect that's being used on the vocal and the overall beat and the sort of tempo, it just feels more like a, I don't know, it just feels more like a party vibe, and it's like it's fun to listen to. And like I say, Are You the Superstar on the stage, sliding when you want, it's a wave, call when you want, that's the way it go, got me, better put you on the payroll. Like, it's talking about somebody who's like, you know, obviously giving her, could be just physical, could be emotional, whatever, just giving her something where she's like, you're it for me right now, and you know, I like the way, he liked the way I move, and he liked the way I groove, dropping it down, I'm woozy, he loved the way I'm choosy. Like, it's just somebody who's making her feel good and making her, well, have this sort of feeling and this kind of vibe in the track where it's just fun. It's got that tempo and that beat that just makes you want to move, and makes you want to dance, and makes you want to just go with it. The cadence and the delivery as well, that the variety, track by track almost, there's a real shift in the way she delivers, the way she performs. Catchy as shit as well. God. That was a really fun one. That was just even from the title to the actual, you know, slide, it's just almost like a sense of just being in, let's just call it infatuated, call it in love, call it whatever. Just you're with somebody, it just gives you that feeling of like, oh, they're really giving me what I want and what I feel I need right now, and I'm really into it, and I'm just enjoying it. And that was just pure enjoyment as a track. It was just fun, and irresistible with that beat and that tempo. Ooh, okay.
Sick of niggas calling me childish. All I gotta show is my mileage. Niggas ain't cut right tracing. I've been up so late, you been up so late. Think about you, no friendship. Could your knees walk till you calling my name? I'm writing these songs till you hear my pain. Last ball man got the last bitch up, so it's one last try in the back of your truck. You gon' want sneak up a linksters. You gon' want sit smoke stare at the blinker. You gon' went way too far with the finger. I'ma fall back like a sprinkler. I do things for you that I never seen her do. I open my spleen for you, and I can do shit that you wouldn't believe. I'ma surrender my body to please.
Shit, like this again, really almost menacing in tone, but also really sexy, and like, I mean, obviously really overt in the way that she's saying, you know, clinching these walls till you're calling my name. I'm writing these songs till you're hearing my pain. You know, one last try in the back of your truck. What was that line again? With it, yeah, you going way too far with a finger. I'm fall back like a sprinkler. Like shit. Yeah, that really, really not fucking around, straight to the point. Like saying, being really explicit and really upfront. You know, let's go to fucking kissing. Let's get to munching, holding, gripping. Just yeah, my body do things for you that I've never seen her do. Open my spleen for you. Just yeah, the intensity of it and like the frankness and the openness and yeah, it's Ooh, indeed.
Push it down, get it down, Mr. Monster. Yeah, ow, yeah, ow. Ooh, you could never say I never fuck with you.
The switch up in sort of tone and delivery as well, like from one moment to the next it's not quite the same. And it's really taking its time too, like that. The pace of the beats, just the occasional psh, like then. And then you're just gonna suddenly switch into this mode. This, where are we now? Complete change up in the delivery again and the vocal effect. Just what the fuck? Like, just closing one of the longest tracks as well. Like switching it up that much in that closing minute, did not see that coming at all. And it's almost like you go from this sort of still slow pace, but because of the lyrics and the subject matter, it felt frantic. It felt intense, and then just almost as if it were in, to coin a phrase, the afterglow. You know, of, you know, I tried to take my time with you. You're always on my mind, always from the side of you that shadows what I lack, and you know, being reflective, and just the vision that I have in my head, at least, was one of like, yeah, in a sort of afterglow setting of after the intensity and the like real hot and heaviness that you had at the beginning there throughout most of the track, really, and then you come into this moment of reflection, this moment of, could be, you know, don't let me down, Fireflies, keep the light till it's over, like plaintively wondering, is this something that's going to last? Is this something that I can rely on? I might be reading too much into that, but that's the general feel I got there, because of just the dramatic shift in the tone and the production and the way it was, even vocally, everything just changed up completely, you know, in that last minute.
It's done. It's dead. I'm not hitting him up anymore.
Hello. That's a fun, love that fade up with that, the instrumentation and the beat here.
Waking up to piss all in the bathroom. Straight up. Yeah. Thinking about another life without you. Yeah. You never really were my type. Straight up.
Vocally as well, love that we're getting more singing. You never go more than maybe a couple of tracks before you get a completely different vibe and feel and delivery. Just love that fade up. Really, really enjoyed that gradual build and build and build, and then just very, really to the point. Love that, just a sick of waking up to piss in the bathroom, you know, straight up thinking about another life without you, fed up, just being fucking done with this person. And then having that, you know, talk that shit. I'ma talk it, get your shit before I walk in. Like, just a pretty to the point breakup song, essentially. But just loving that sort of vibe and that feel, that sort of almost feels like there's the effect that reminds me of like the crackle of vinyl. It almost has a sort of late 70s kind of, you know, not Motown, but, you know, whatever. That sort of feel, like this could be on an R&B record from a later decade in terms of that tempo and the production and the feel of it, you know, musically.
Recognize who you is. You missing out on Rick, a compromise or relive. Try to brag in your ear, but every time you speak, I'm just interpreting feels.
Ooh, yes, what a lyric.
It's hard, so hard, so hard. I do big things, I got big plans. I got big dreams, need a real man. You down real bad if you think I'm a not talk, how I walk that walk.
Yes.
To be so argumentative, I'd rather cuss you out somewhere in Beverly Hills.
Loving the little and I want it, it's hard. Just those little, just really fun element to it.
Tossing over crumbs in my silk sheet. Yeah, but baby, talk your shit tonight.
Love everything about this. Love the production, the instrumentation. Love her vocalizing as well. It's just lovely. Ooh. Yes, talk it. Fuck. Now the playlist one, I think, God, that was great. Loved that. Really, really enjoyed the production and, like I say, the instrumentation. The whole tone of it was great. All of her delivery, all of her vocalizing was just like butter in my ears there. Really loved that. Again, from one track to the next, you do not know what you're gonna get. Loving the tone of that guitar and this do 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 do. Ooh. What is this? Such a really interesting sort of soft and slow start. I wonder where it's going to go from here, but it doesn't really matter because it's lovely to sit in, that sound. again, I've commented on it more than once, just the switch ups, the changes, the complete shifts in tone and production and vibe, and just, you know, 2 or 3 tracks ago you wouldn't have necessarily predicted that you were going to hear this. You hear this kind of sound, this kind of collage of noises, like that really satisfying plink plink of the guitar, and just the you know, will you dance with me, mixing in with the that sort of ethereal tone in her voice. There's the bare feet in the pocket, you know, just that sort of the rhythm that you got in, well, let's call it the verse. Farewell to the sunny days, sashay through the cloudy days, dancing through the summer haze. Yeah, it's just, I love that you can't quite predict from one, not even from one track to the next, from 2 or 3 tracks to the next. You don't know what kind of sound you're going to be met with, but I love the sense of the freedom and the experimentation, that she's not tied down to one specific mode throughout. There's always something interesting and something that will surprise you. Ooh, that effect, that but you can barely hear it then. The vocalizing then was so faint and so just in the background.
Everybody can't go where you go.
Very true. God, so interesting. Again, like, couldn't have predicted from the outset that this would be the sort of vibe and tone that you get from this track versus ones that came before. And again, closing out with the, you know, would sound like somebody just giving you advice. And I don't know if it's herself or someone else. I couldn't tell, sorry. But, you know, so you got to understand the path that you're going on. You know, everybody can't go. Everybody can't go where you're going. Okay. Wow. Yeah, okay. First of all, definitely need to listen to more of this kind of genre, this mode of music, whether it, I mean, call it hip-hop, call it whatever you want, frankly. Just these kinds of artists who perform and produce music in this way. I need to hear more of that. As for this project, for this piece, wow, just so much variety, so much, like I said, one track to the next, really, really short ones, but you didn't feel like they were rushed. Longer ones that, like, just would breathe and would take their time and had interesting and unexpected, like, changes in the production and choices with the way that the effects she uses on the vocals, or whether she's switching up between her rap flow or whether she's vocalizing. You never quite get the same thing throughout. So it kept you really engaged with the fact that it wasn't just the same vibe or the same sound throughout. It was really interesting to hear those shifts. And just as an artist, just somebody who's got that maybe courage is too strong a word, but let's just call it courage. That willingness, that courage, that wanting to literally do exactly what she wants. This is what I love when you come across people who, they have a tone, they have a style, they have a way about them, but they're very much not afraid to do within that, you know. I'm sure you could listen to a dozen tracks from this and maybe other works and you'd know that it's her. You could just tell that it's her, but it's not the same her each and every time. There is a lot of expression there, a lot of stuff that, like I say, just varies, but still tells similar stories, because you still get hints and insights into her anxieties, into her insecurities, into her contesting with and just dealing with her fame, with her growth as an artist, with her popularity, with all the things that have probably come from the seemingly just through the last few years of her career. But at the same time, she, I think, very literally in the same breath, can almost also say, but also, I'm a fucking boss. I am beautiful, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I have a direction that I want to go in, I have commitment, I have drive, and that comes across through a lot of the tracks as well. And again, the lyrics, the production choices, everything about it was really, really engaging. It was witty, it was heartfelt, she's just a fucking boss. I don't know how else to put it. She's got such confidence and such strength, but she also allows you to get little glimpses and moments where you sense her natural human insecurities and doubts and worries, just neatly woven in amongst all of that, just announcing what a big deal she is. And it's understandable, because she's undeniably a really talented artist who creates unique and engaging work that I definitely need to hear more of. So yeah, please let me know what you thought. What else could I check out from Doechii? But also, feel free to leave me other thoughts and feelings about other artists that I could check out. Doesn't have to be exactly the same vein, but just within this sort of genre of music, this sort of style, where else could I go? Who else could I listen to that doesn't have to be the same, like I say, but just gives me more of a taste of this kind of stuff, different from what I've reacted to on the channel before. I want to expand the horizons a bit, listen to things that I'm not used to or that I haven't reacted to before, so I'm really open to, and I encourage, please leave me thoughts, leave me suggestions. I really want to know what else I could be checking out. But as always, thank you so much for stopping by, thank you for checking this out. Leave the thoughts, leave the comments, give me a like if you liked it. But yeah, goodbye forever.
Now we see the violence inherent in the system. Come and see the violence inherent in the system. Help, help, I'm being repressed. Bloody peasant!